All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, brother. I'm doing all right. Sorry we can't see you. I know you're having some camera issues. Your gain is also up just a little bit high, I think. You're
Yeah.
you're
All right. Let me
clipping
put
just a
that.
hair.
Yeah, I'll put that down a little bit here. My
All
software
right.
acting a little funky today. So let me know if that's a little better there.
Yep. Great.
Okay. Excellent. All right, guys. Good morning. What an action-packed day it was yesterday, guys. I mean, we had everything going on. It's been so fun to watch these markets lately. Let's take a look at some of the stuff we had yesterday, starting with FSR was on our list, one of the first ones on here. Let's go back into yesterday's action, and here's what we have. So pre-market, guys, very active. At the market open, didn't really get anything going. It was a little bit tough, a little bit choppy. And then towards 11:30, guys, this thing just took off. Look at the difference in candles here, how clean this was trading, how beautiful this was, heading back to hitting almost every level that we put on here, guys, right? So let's just go back a little bit here. You see 1898, great level of support. We saw that in the pre-market, bouncing off of that nicely, played around that right out of the gates, and then it took off from there right to our pre-market high levels. And if you guys remember, we talked about these two levels clearly, right? This 2060 was going to be an important one, and also the pre-market high. Look how great both of these levels played into the intraday action yesterday. So very nice there. Beautiful high of day breakout again one more time here. Up to the next level, we had 2191. So again, it even hit 2360. Again, all the levels we had on this one just was so clean yesterday. Today they're down 1.7, 595. If they trade as clean as they did yesterday, it could be a potential one to watch today. Let's take a look at CAN. I didn't really pay too much attention to this one. Didn't catch my eye out of the gates here. It just didn't look clean. Looks like it got a little bit better down the line, but for the most part, did not start very well here yesterday. Workhorse was another one that was, I mean, this is the definition of pure chop, guys. This was pretty bad out of the gates here yesterday as well. As you can see here, it's just nothing clean about it. You did get a nice pop around 11:30, 11:40. Got a nice little breakout here, but for the most part, very tough trade. American Airlines, guys, and United, probably one of the best trades yesterday were on these two. They were just so clean. United was actually cleaner than American Airlines. And it was, although I'm going through all these great plays, I had a really tough day yesterday. I mean, it was hard for me to catch a lot of these plays. Thank God for American Airlines. That was one that saved us there. But overall, it was not an easy day yesterday for me personally. But look how clean American Airlines was, guys, hitting this moving average and just trending nicely. I just want to show you United Airlines, see how cleaner this was more than American Airlines. Unfortunately, this is not the trade I took, but both of these trading very nice yesterday. Nice run on both of those. CCIV, great trade towards the short side. I didn't really watch the price action on this one. We had so much to watch yesterday, and this one was not one that I was paying close attention to. NEO was choppy, although we had a great pre-market action and good volume. It really did not trade very well yesterday. Not as soon as the market opened up here, but then it did get a little bit better later down the line. But again, by then we had so many other stuff also trading very nice. And here's Apple. Apple was a great short, nice recovery towards the end. Again, you could have picked plenty of stocks and did very well yesterday if you find yourself in the right position there. So that is what we had yesterday. Let's talk about what's going on with the markets. A lot going on. Norm, what's happening? What's the latest and greatest?
Yeah, buddy. As we've discussed on SPY, we have just been kind of consolidating here with some a couple days ago, pretty vicious sell-off that rebounded quickly. Yesterday, gapped down a little bit and then bought back up quickly, as you can see on that solid white candle. So we're up, not far from all-time highs. Sitting here, seeing if there's a catalyst. There is some work being done. I believe tomorrow the House is going to take up the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, so that could make news. They're just tweaking some last final bits on it. We this morning, SPY down just a little bit, just under 0.2% right now. Q's down a little bit more than that, 0.7%. I'll say this, we have rebounded fairly sharply off the lows this morning. That came right as jobless claims data came out better than expected. Total new claims, initial claims were 730,000 versus 845. So that was better than expected. We also had GDP revision for fourth quarter. I haven't seen the number there. So That all this 8:30 stuff came on right when we were coming on. So it was continuing claims, GDP, durable goods, core capital goods, and then at 10 a.m. we have pending new home sales. So, or excuse me, pending home sales. So that obviously that data that drop at 8:30, right when we were coming on, has sparked a little bit of buying. We'll see if it holds.
Yeah, we'll definitely see, guys. Again, very interesting stuff. What's been happening lately. So again, just gonna be an exciting open for sure. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's fine tune our list here. Let's go through some of the stuff we have. I'm gonna remove what we had yesterday. We do have quite a bit on both ends today, as you can see here, both on the gapping upside and downside. Let's pick a couple in here that might be good for trading. On the top side, anything that's gapping up today, a lot of low flow stocks in here: 12 million, 2.2, 4.6, 1.1, 1.6, 1.4. We're going to go through these quickly, guys. If we don't see anything that looks really great, we're going to skip on down and see what else we can find there. So starting with P, A, and D, the first one,
That's a
obviously,
buyout.
that looks horrible.
Just pass it.
Yeah, let's pass that. KOSS, we've seen this one in the
Cost
past.
definitely in play. This is the meme stocks came back the last half hour of the market, last hour of the market yesterday. GME
Yes.
leading the pack, of course, in
Yes.
play. I'll just preface this with, if you're new, it looks really enticing to grab a whole bunch of GME and hold the line and have diamond hands and all that stuff. And you very well may make a lot of money. You very well may be wiped out. So I would just say be extremely cautious on that. It's not for the faint of heart, and they could turn it at any time. My gut here, now I very well could be wrong. The guys that got smoked in this, the hedge funds, the big guys, they do not like to lose. And
Right.
they got obviously killed the first round in this, being short, well publicized, everything else. You've got a lot of people that heard about this in the news. They're piling into it. I would be shocked to see Lightning really strike twice. Obviously, it had a big move, and a lot of people made a lot of money yesterday. But I would be super careful if I were trading this myself. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I don't know. Can hedge funds be fooled twice like that? We'll see. They did start piling back in shorts. There was the highest level of shorts come back into the market, I believe, on Monday than there have been since early last summer, I believe June. So we'll see. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Should be
definitely
interesting to
see
see it play
it.
out.
At least it's gonna be interesting, guys. And again, you said the key words there, words about if you're new, gotta be careful, guys, with this stuff, right?
Yeah,
Be
I
very,
wouldn't
very
even get
careful.
close to
You
GMA
know.
if I were new. But I mean, that the reason I bring all that up and say that covers obviously KOSS, GME,
Yeah.
AMC, BB, BBBY, all the meme stocks. And
Yep.
there's more, but those are the ones primarily leading that pack.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got all these three down here, guys: AMC, GameStop, and KOSS, which is the low flow stock sitting at 2.2. But again, you want to treat these all very, very careful if you're gonna take a trade on this. Heading on down, SCKT. We've seen this one before. Low flow stock at 4.6. Not great volume right now. Pre-market action doesn't look too bad. But I think today's gonna be a day where I want to see stuff that looks really good. I don't want to see anything that's halfway there. We got to be very picky today because we got so much to go through. SSNT also not looking great. Low flow stock. We'll skip on that. JAN at the moment 191, just very low volume, right? All these low flow stocks, we need heavy volume. 191,000. Even though you're up 14%, it's not going to cut it. Here's AMC. We do have that one on deck. Again, this is in play, obviously, for up 14.1, 27 million shares traded. Probably one of the ones that's a little bit more forgiving to trade. I want to say that. It's not going to move as crazy. Well, it did, but you can manage your risk a little bit easier than you can on GameStop. So that's the good thing about AMC there. We have NGA, which just moved here. This NGA, 32 million shares flow. Also not a great pre-market action. Daily doesn't look too great at the moment, up 12%. I'm gonna skip on this one for now, guys. Let's sit down to Billy. Billy has been incredible over the last couple of months, guys. Look at the run on Billy. We've been talking about this in the past when it started getting really crazy in here. We had a couple of big moves and some big, really big days in there. Today they have great volume for the pre-market, 738,000 shares traded, up 8.7. I do like this bounce that we're getting here on Billy. Definitely going to add this to the list. Spread doesn't look great right now. Let's see if
They had
that can
earnings
get
last
better.
night, by the way. That's the
They did.
catalyst.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's good. So we're definitely going to watch that one. CLVS, what do we have here? This one's up 7.4, 438, 200, 438,000 shares traded, up 7.4. Day looks interesting. I don't know. Maybe a possible for now. All right, we got some Bitcoin stuff coming up. We have Mara, great pre-market action as usual. Today, no, today
Bitcoin's back over 50.
yeah, today might
It's
be
cool.
a good one. I like the daily on Mara as well. So if Bitcoin is up too, as you mentioned, Norm, that could be interesting. So I like Mara out of all of them. I'm gonna add Mara to my list today. Again, you can only trade this to the long side, so just be careful having a short bias. That goes for a long bias. That goes for myself as well. You tend to do that when you can only play one stock in one direction. You start looking for things in that direction,
Yeah.
and that could be very damaging to your strategy there.
Hidden
Work
bias.
Exactly, exactly. Workhorse, horrible action yesterday after the open. Did get a little bit better, but not by much. Today they up 7.6, 1.7 million. Norm, I know you hate this stock. Is it this one or PLTR? No, it's PLTR that you hate. You don't.
PLR.
Yeah.
I,
So
I,
workhorse could be a hit or miss, guys. Again, if it traded anywhere near what it did yesterday at the open, it's gonna be brutal. So just be careful with that one. We'll add it for now because the numbers look good, and I do like how extended we are towards the downside after a huge drop here, guys. Are we looking to recover a little bit here? So what we're looking to see there. All right, I'm gonna stop here. We got a whole bunch of stuff on the gapping upside. Let's look at some of the areas we've been looking at the last couple of days. American Airlines looks good, guys, for a possible continuation. They've been very, very strong. I definitely want to keep an eye on them. And secondary, I'm still going to keep United because they traded so well yesterday. Again, and it's funny. United is down 1.4, and American Airlines is up 1.5. So that's interesting there how we're seeing that. But again, you can't compare United's run to American Airlines. Their run has been pretty big. So we'll see. Definitely play, guys. They have been in the last couple of days. You can see here how their daily has just been ripping nicely. Let's see what's gapping down today. Let's go to GPRE. This one this morning, pre-market action is not looking good. I do like the drop on the daily, but their volume is an issue here on their daily chart. You can see it's very low for the most part, even on days where they trade very well, going from 1650 here over to 18, but only on 1.8 million shares. If you go and look at that day, that's not going to look pretty at all with that type of volume. I don't expect it will, unless they did it in a very short period of time, which on that trading day, which I highly doubt it. So I'm going to skip on that. BBY, this one is down 8.3. Pre-market action, not great.
they
I
had
do
earnings.
Earnings. I do love this drop though. I was gonna say this is a nice drop. Is this Best Buy? Oh, this is good. Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep,
like
they had
Best Buy.
earnings this morning. They actually they beat top line. They beat their earnings per share. They missed a little bit on revenues. Their guidance was a little bit shaky. The people are concerned. Analysts are concerned on this one that they have obviously had a boost with people being at home buying electronics and stuff. But as the reopening of society takes place over the next however many months, they're concerned that people will shift their spending away from at-home electronics and more into travel and restaurants and hotels and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Um, I definitely like this one, guys. We'll keep an eye on that one right now. They're down nicely. Again, their pre-market action doesn't look great, but that's typical Best Buy type play, sitting on the New York Stock Exchange there. OCGN, we've seen this one in the past, guys. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it trades very well for me personally. I know some people like this one. If you do, the numbers are looking decent. Their pre-market action, not so much. So I'm going to skip on that one for me personally. Here's Plug. Plug at the moment, decent pre-market action. We've seen better, but not bad. Their daily has been collapsing nicely. We got a nice little range here over the last 3-4 days. So I do like this one, at least for a possible. So we can take a second look on that one. Down nicely with some really good volume, 1.4. BCRX, horrible pre-market action right now. It seems very choppy to me. The volume, it's a little bit light as well. So I'm gonna skip on this one. I think we looked at this one before in the past too. It's a pharmaceutical
Yeah, we
company,
have.
and I just don't know if they're a great intraday type stock. So unless you have any catalyst, no, I think we skip this one.
I threw it away already. I didn't even look
Yeah,
into it. There's too
yeah.
much, and I don't like it.
I don't blame you. Here's Bud. Bud is down 4.9 this morning,
Yep.
174,000. Any
But
news on
trades
this
like
one?
trash.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
don't
Yeah,
look into it. It's a foreign company, so I don't even pay
yeah,
attention
yep.
to that.
Yeah, we'll skip down. You can tell here how nasty these candles, these daily candles are getting. Usually that signifies a foreign company, which this one is, but also it translates to really bad intraday trading. So although this drop looks good, guys, here down 5%, might not translate to good trading and after the bell opens. FRSX, this one here, horrible pre-market action. Skip on this one. We have a lot today, but man, a lot is not looking great in this list here. Fuel cell.
Hmm.
What do we have here? Fuel cell. That's okay. I don't like this stock. I know many people do. I'll add it. We'll take a second look at it. BNGO. Not a great pre-market action right now. Dailies. Okay. KOPN. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. This one doesn't look good neither. So let's stop here, guys. Norm, what do you like this morning that we haven't touched?
Uh, Hang on. Sorry, I was replying to somebody when you threw it my way. We already talked
Yep.
about BBY. I might have that and BBBY because if I'm going to trade a meme stock, I'll probably stay away from GME. But
Right.
BBBY, AMC, those will probably
Mm-hmm.
be on watch for sure. I do like Plug that we already discussed. Neo. EVs have been moving around a lot lately. We'll keep an eye on that. I haven't traded it in a while. Not my favorite one, but we'll see.
Yeah.
BA's been on fire the last few days, so there's a few. And then I don't generally trade Tesla much anymore, but
Mm-hmm.
Tesla definitely moving today as well.
Yeah, Tesla does look good. I'll add this one here as well. Same here. I don't trade it as much, but I know people that do very, very well with Tesla. All right, guys, we got a pretty decent sized list already, but let's take a look to what the chat room has today. Let's start with what do we have here? Let's go up a little bit. Mr. T. Let's start with me. Actually, let's start with a little higher up here. Let's start with SAD. Let's start with EXPR. Let's start with that one there. This one here this morning, they're up 11%. This stock, now that I look at it, I didn't know it was Expedia. They don't trade very well. I think this is
No,
Expedia. Oh, it's
this is
not Expedia.
Express.
Oh, it's Express. Okay, I thought it was Expedia because Expedia is horrible. This one I'm not familiar with. Their pre-market action up
This is a meme
11.4. Yeah, go ahead. There's another
meme
meme.
stock.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. So I'm not gonna watch this one. We got the three that are popping here: AMC, GameStop, and KOOSS. I don't want to fill up my watch list with this stuff neither. So let's head on down. What do we have here? We have Jonathan's giving a few. I'm just gonna take the first one because we looked at the second two you have there. BB for the most part up 5%. 1.6 million shares traded right now. Pre-market action is okay. Also another one that's into this AMC,
meme stock.
GameStop, yeah, and Kohl's here. So I'm gonna skip on that one. CCIV, I think we looked at this one, but for me personally, I'm not gonna watch it, guys. CCIV. Actually, no. That was something else that we looked at. This we haven't looked at this one yet. Looking at their daily, guys, very wild as you can see here after their gap down. Their pre-market action is very active right now, 5.1. It looks like they went green this morning, but looks like they're looking to break out of this 29.47. That looks interesting. To say the least, I think we can watch it. The issue with this one, for me personally, is you got to be careful managing your risk on that one. Heading on down, we do have LI earnings. Earnings pass or earnings are coming? What's going on with LI? Looks like they might have earnings last night or maybe this morning. Who knows?
This morning.
This morning. Okay, so we see the action happening there. They're up 1.6, 1.9 million shares traded. Interesting. Not great, but definitely interesting. Possible for now. Head on down. We have, yeah, I know the banks. They were talking about the banks earlier in the news today. I know they're active with everything going on. West Fargo is one of the ones that tends to trade a little bit cleaner. They're up 1.5, 177,000 shares traded. Their daily looks nice though. I do like this here. My issue with the banks is that they can be difficult to trade at times. I'm only going to add WFC. I know Bank of America was up as well. And you can see here they're up nicely. Been having a hell of a run over the last couple of weeks here. We'll keep WFC here just in case we get some massive takeoff here that we can take advantage of. And then just keep that in mind, if you watch any of these banking stocks hit our scanners. Coming down, we have BA on deck already. I think BA has been great. BA can trace so well. Had a bang up day yesterday, and hopefully a continuation today. We'll see. Heading down, we look at LOTZ. LOTZ, the daily's a little wild here. Look how choppy it seems for the most part. Right now, they're up 10%, some good volume, 1 million shares traded. What is the float on this one? Lots. What do we have? A 72 million shares float. Yeah, I like the pre-market action. The daily, not so much, guys. But I do like the pre-market action. But you know what? I'm just looking at the names and the stuff we have here. I don't know if this will cut it, into our list.
Finviz has the short, or excuse me, has the float
Hmm.
on this at 2.46 million. Just a heads up. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's a
which
big
one
discrepancy.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is correct. I think this is a recent SPAC, so the data might be
Mm,
a little bit funky. It also has a short float of 182% listed here
yeah.
versus blank on TI. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're skipping it. We got too big of a discrepancy. I'd
Careful
rather
on that
skip it.
one.
Yeah. Yep. NCLH guys doing really good this morning, up 5.6 with 883,000 shares traded. Let's take a look at CCL. How are they doing? Not as great, but they got some good volume here also. Yeah, I like NCLH. Let's put that on there. NCLH. I also like the way they're breaking out here on their daily. That is real nice, guys. A nice pop, nice couple of really green days here. Looking really good this morning. All right, guys, we have a lot. I'm not gonna be able to add any more to our list
Mhm.
here. Let's take over a look at YouTube. But I think I was looking over. We covered a lot of the ones you guys were throwing out there. I like Mara today, so that's on there. But again, it's a foreign stock. Doesn't trade very well in the intraday. Let's see what else. We do have here SQ. SQ has been very active. Great pre-market action on SQ this morning, guys. I don't like this one for me personally. If you like to trade this one, this is definitely in play here. I think Eamon was on this one yesterday. Hopefully did pretty well there. BA, we do have ETS Etsy here. No, this is not a good pre-market action, guys. So I'm not sure there's a catalyst behind this. But even then, this
Doesn't
pre-market
matter.
action, it doesn't look good. And they don't trade well. You're going to notice that if you look at the intraday, they don't trade well at all. J&J, I know they've been on the news a couple of times here with their vaccine. Getting tested on some trials, I believe. Right now here, they are not looking all that great though, as far as pre-market action. So I wouldn't watch that compared to the other stuff we have here, like an American Airlines, like a BBY, who's looking very good this morning on this earnings play. You have CCIV also. Look at this very active pre-market action. American Airlines, United, all of these are looking very, very exciting this morning. Even Neo are looking good today with some good volume. So we got a pretty good list. Let me see if I didn't miss anything else. W. Let's take a look here. W for the most part. I actually it looks okay. It's just very tough to trade. W is one of these stocks that the spread can be nasty even after the market open, and is very very difficult to trade. So just be careful on this one if you're going to be getting in bed with this type of stock. All right, guys, let's go over to our
Yikes.
community. Say it again.
Yikes.
Yeah. Let's go over to our community announcements, and we'll come back and fine tune this list.
All right, guys. Eamon's success webinar is posted next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. You've got Thor's part 2 on using pivot points. I believe Dr. Katz's webinar is already up as well from last night. That was his town hall. Thanks for the 2 traders that participated in that. And next week, we've got Dr. Kenneth Reed, part of his Mastermind Pro course. We'll be talking about Fibonacci in his Kill Zone presentation. All right, guys, if you want to participate in the Bear Bull Traders member trade of the day and or trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of that day. It should have entries and exits, of course, then mark it up with any commentary you can put on describing the trade. Post it on Twitter, tagging at Bear Bull Traders, at Mike B_BBT. And at Norm BBT, also use hashtags BBT Family, Day Trading, and Stock Market. We'll announce a winner each day in the Closing Bell Show and on Twitter. And then from all the winners of the trade of the day, those are eligible for the trade of the week. The team votes on all of those over the weekend, and that's announced on Monday. If you're looking to try out the chat and haven't been in here before, use the promo code premarket24 on the intro membership. That'll give you access to the onboarding class, technology classes on Monday night, 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the chat room. Doesn't auto renew or turn into any other kind of membership. Also, if you're looking to become an elite member, you can use the promo code LOVE40 to get 40% off the annual elite membership. Additionally, I don't have a slide for this, but Andrew and I will be having a meetup here in Dallas, the Big D, DFW, March 3rd for a few hours, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon local time. If anybody's interested in joining, you don't have to be a member. Come on out. It's posted in the forum. Don't have a specific place yet, but it will be somewhere near DFW Airport because it's on his layover for, he's got like a 5 or 6 hour layover. So we'll have a couple hour meetup. We'll have a meetup somewhere out by DFW Airport. I'm guessing somewhere in Las Colinas, Irving, Coppell. So stay tuned for that. And I'll post the info as soon as I know a place.
Excellent. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. So if you guys can make it out there, please do. All right, guys, let's take a look at what we have here, starting with our main list. We have Billy on here, which I like this morning. Good pre-market action, good volume at 8%. We'll keep that one. Here's Mara. Mara is active. Bitcoin's up, so you can see all of Bitcoin type stocks showing up on our gappers list this morning. I'm going to keep Mara on deck today. I think they for me, they seem to be the cleanest intraday trading one. I could be wrong, but I do like that one. American Airlines, guys, has been very active. This is a great trade yesterday. I want to keep an eye on this to see if there's any type of continuation. Yeah, United is the backup. Did I have them down here? Yeah, here's United Airlines. Had a huge drop here. Not sure what this was about, but they're climbing back up again. This was when we looked at it. It's funny, they were up. When we looked at it earlier today, we saw down 1 point something. They're already back in the green. So again, the run that United has had also been very, very nice. Look at the run yesterday, a lot cleaner than American Airlines. But both of these guys, very, very good. Airlines are crushing it, and they're trading very well for the intraday plays here. All right, heading on down to BBY. I like this drop here, guys. This is going to be my earnings play today. Looking very nice there. BBBY. This could probably be more of a possible. We can move this down here, make some room. Probably more of a possible. Let's move this down here. I do want to keep an eye on it, but I think the other ones are looking dynamic today. CCIV, again, I don't trade this much, but today looks good as well, guys. They're up nicely here. They were down quite a bit at this level, 2643 off the daily, right? So if you look at this level here, 2643, we had this as a great area of support. We did hit that in the pre-market this morning already, and now we're back in the green. So that's interesting. Great, amazing volume on CCIV. And NCLH, I like that one. Keep an I think we have a CCR as a backup. We should. But NCLH is on here as well. That's looking very nice this morning for a continuation. Also very, very strong. So pretty nice list this morning. Secondary list. Let's take a look there. I don't think we need to change anything up there. BBBY for the most part. It's good secondary. LI is okay. I do like Plug. It's got to be a main list. Plug is real nice. We got to make some changes here. Plug is coming up. Is looking very, very good today. And it trades very well when it's in play, guys. Very, very clean. You know what? Maybe we could get rid of Mara. I'm looking at Mara maybe to take a step, but it looks good. No, we'll leave that for now. Let's not make a tough decision just yet. CLVS, you know what? I don't like the way the pre-market is setting up right now. Let's give it to that one. Workhorse is good, guys. Great action on this a couple of days ago. Let's see how this is going to play out after the second day here of this drop coming down. So pre-market action looking very good this morning. They're up 4.8. Great volume. I like what I'm seeing there for a possible. United, the backup to American Airlines, but both of those look really good. Fuel Cell is also looking nice, guys. If you'd like to trade this one, this can, you know what, this can be, I like this one. I do, because pre-market action is very nice. Volume is great. Daily is also very good, guys. We got a nice little drop here, a few levels we can hit here. So I do like that one. Neo is okay as a secondary. BA is a good. Tesla, I know this one's in play. I'm going to remove it, guys, just to fine tune my list a little bit better. I know the banking stocks are doing well today. A lot of them, Bank of America, West Fargo. I'm going to remove it from my list just to make things a little bit smaller here. All right, so one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Way too many. It's 903. We might be able to get through all of these as far as levels, and we can fine tune a little bit later. So let's give it a shot. Here we go. Let's start with Billy. High of the pre-market this morning, 141.74. That looks really good. The low of the pre-market down over at 143.48. But again, there's not a whole lot going on there. If you look at that pre-market low at 134. 39. This one here, this is a good level. It's a lot of touches happening right here. 135.43. You want to have both of these on there. This is going to be this could be a lot of action if this thing decides to come back down. Towards the top, above our pre-market high, we do have a level right in here, guys, over at a 146. 93. What I like about this level, couple of touches with the wicks here, changing direction. Also, you have a couple of days opening and closing right at that price target, that 147, 146.93 area. Above that, we clearly have 151, and this one obviously up here, big one, 157.21. We have not been able to crack that the 3 times that we try to get above that there in the intraday. So plenty of levels towards the top. This thing can definitely move. We saw a great move there back in the 10th. So let's see, this thing has some legs to be able to do something like that. Again, towards the bottom, we do have the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. I do not think you need to add anything more towards the bottom down here. I think you're pretty much covered there. Let's look at Mara this morning. Mara right now very active towards the top side. As we know, Bitcoin is up, so all the Bitcoin stocks are in play today. 39.78, great level here. You can see some resistance happening there. Here it gets a little funky on the daily. You're not gonna find great levels, but this one seems to be a good one. 41.45. And then up here, you don't have, again, they're not major ones besides this one. This is a major one because you got 49.38. That's the highest point that it has hit here. So you got a couple of levels here, not all too great, but again, you have to have something if this thing is going to decide to move up for you to be able to track your targets and your risk to reward management there. Towards the bottom, guys, plenty of levels, highs and lows, previous day close. You're taken care of down there. Do not need to do anything more. Here is American Airlines. Again, their pre-market action a little bit choppy this morning. Expected after such a great run they had in the last couple of days. 22.44 high of the pre-market. Towards the bottom, you do have the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. Previous day close looking very decent. Also keep an eye out, guys, on any other airlines. I think they're all looking pretty good. Now, their most recent high, their highest high, not most recent, but their highest high after the drop here in March last year is going to be, it's coming up pretty close. It's right up here over at 22.76. Right, so we haven't been up there since we were trading all the way up here before the madness, right? So we got that level there, 23.70, just in case, and all the way up here, just in case it's going to be that type of day, 25.07 for American Airlines, and you can do that for any other stocks like United and everything else in that airline area. So here's BBY, low of the pre-market right now is at 103.59. Again, big drop for them this morning, looking really nice here. Let's continue towards the bottom. Look at how that level, that 103.59, is playing nicely here. Couple of days opening, closing, having resistance right around that area. Below that, clearly this is a level here, 198.59. I don't think we'll have another drop like that after being down 8% already, but just in case. And then we have another one here, 165, a great area of support. Couple of wicks made it out below that, but if you can see, they recover nicely right back to this level. A couple of days opening and closing right at that target, at 165 area. In between here, this is, if you look at it closely, this is where the action is, right? You got the bottom top. So you got the ping pong action happening between 103 and 165. Those are your 2 main levels down here between this price level, price target. But here you do have an area of a minor support resistance. It's 102 price target here as well. You can see a couple of days hitting that also, right? That's towards the downside, below the low of the pre-market. Towards the top, guys, you got plenty of levels here. You have 105.74, great area there. In here towards the top, obviously your pre-market high is pretty much where your pre-market, your daily, your highs and lows from the last 2 trading days are at. So you do not need to mark that down there. Here you have another great level at 110.83. And then down here, not the best level, but you got a couple of days, 1, 2, 3, and 4 at 108.81. So again, plenty of levels here, guys, but this stock, you need levels like that because this stock moves a lot. If you look at it, the price action now, your pre-market high is about $1 away, and your pre-market high is about $1 and change away as well. So the moves are very big on this one. For a stock that's at 104, you need these tight levels, because if you can get a move that's $1 plus, you're in really good shape there. CCIV, Let's remove some of the old levels we have, clean up this chart a little bit. Towards the bottom, low of the pre-market, 26.15. Below that, we do have a good, decent level here, 20.81. In between here, you're not going to find anything as great as these two, right? These two are very clear based off the daily. You can maybe have maybe this one here, 23.24. You got a moving average coming in there as well. But again, don't put too much weight on that level as you would on the other ones. The other ones are very clean cut there. Towards the top, guys, you're pretty much covered previous day close, highs and lows from the last two trading days. And you also have some more levels up here as well. So again, pretty good there on CCIV. NCLH, very active this morning, up 4.5, 1 million shares traded. Let's see if they have the legs to keep this going. I mean, they had a couple of really good days here. We saw this huge drop here. This was the V reversal day, right? Everything dropped and just recovered nicely. Continuation yesterday. Today, let's see what the market does. This one is 33.50, high of the pre-market. Towards the bottom, guys, plenty of levels, highs and lows from the last two trading days. If I scroll here to the left, go back to the left, we're seeing some daily action right over here. Just going to pick a couple of levels so we're prepared in case this thing is going to run. 37.23, nice daily level for here. Our price right now is right here. It's funny how is this 33? Yeah, 33.50. You can see the area of resistance right on there. Sorry, excuse me, support now acting as resistance in the pre-market. So right to the T. Let's see if we can break out of that, and hopefully at 37.23 will be a nice target for today, if that is what's in the books for us. Here's Plug, guys. Plug's pre-market action is looking amazing. They're trading very, very well right now. 2 million shares, down 10%. I do like the range we're getting here on the daily as well. Off the daily levels, we have 43.37, nice one there. And then towards the bottom, you have a nice gap here. And then you'd have nothing into the low of the pre-market, low of the day yesterday, around 37.50 or so. So that looks really good. We're heading down towards that 43.37. Let's see how that's going to play out. Low of the pre-market. Yep.
You pulled up Twitter in the last couple of minutes.
I have not, man, but I love when you cut me off like this because usually something really good. Let's take a look. TWTR, what's happening? Oh, are we adding this to our May stocks? What's going on here?
No, no, they came out with some info ahead of Investor Day Summit with some potential business goals, I guess, of doubling daily active users and stuff. So,
Very nice, very nice.
Just to me is like, okay, wouldn't that be every business's goal? Let's double our business next year.
Yes.
Can it be done? I don't know. But
let's double our business. We should start a company. I'm telling you, me and you. We should start our company and just work on EVs, batteries, and just say we're gonna double our company. And why not do a couple of filters? I'm
gonna make 10 million trading today. Yeah, boost me by 11%, please.
Guys, this market is. I gotta say, this market is so fun. This market is just so interesting. It's unbelievable. We're having a lot of fun with this. In the last couple of months, really. It's been amazing. Here's Twitter, guys. Definitely on the list again. Not like I had a short list this morning already, but Twitter is on deck. Definitely active. We'll make room for that. And we'll see what we're going to drop. Let's just do levels for it right now, although we need to give it a little time. But right now, all we really need to put down here is the high of the pre-market at 81, basically. Is your high of your pre-market right now. Got a couple of levels in here. Is this all-time high? What do we have here? Is this all-time high?
On what? Twitter?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is nice. All right, guys, that's all you need. Your pre-market high at the moment. I put this one here too. You can put this one over here at 76.27, and then towards the bottom, just the daily on this has been real nice. We did talk about this a couple of days ago, how great the daily was on Twitter. And again, no, we talk about this. It seems like this news and stuff breaks out when the technicals look amazing on the daily, and look at that breakout there. So Twitter looks good. Yeah, it really is. Twitter looks good. Plug looks great, guys. We're set there. I was just going to put the pre-market low here at 44.53. Fuel cell, did we do this one? No, we didn't. Pre-market low at 17.05. We do have towards the top the highs and lows from the last two trading days. Towards the bottom below the 17.05, which is currently our pre-market low. Let's see if that's going to hold. We do have a level right over here, a couple of days hitting that 15.22, and then you have the low from 2 days ago down at 14. So fuel cell looks good, guys. I really like that there. And then we did Twitter, definitely in play for us this morning. We'll keep a close eye on that one. So for to fine tune, I think I might have to bring down Billy. I think Twitter is a much better stock this morning, of course. Mara is looking great, guys. I want to keep an eye on that. American Airlines, you know what? I like American Airlines, but I think it can take a back seat off today. I'll keep an eye on it, on the scanners, but let's take a back seat on it now. BBY is good. CCIV is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might have to get rid of something else. I'll decide in a second. Let's not push it. But either one of these guys, we have a great list to choose from. Before we run out of time, I want to get to the moderators lineup. So let's bring that in here. What do we have? Let's start with Eamon. Let's bring this over. All right, so here we go. Eamon is watching MU this morning, X, and also Ford. Secondary list WFC, BAC, Oxy, and OCGN. So a couple of banking stocks there that are in play today are in the green. Thor is watching NEO, LI, PLTR, Intraday, FSR, TLRY, BBY, mRNA, and secondary list ABN, Airbnb, MU, and Billy. Potential IPOs today, SCR, and also you got this back here, EJFAU. And Mike is watching BA and SQ for the break of high. Jared likes GameStop today. X and also Plug this morning is looking great. I really like Plug today as well. Dima, she likes NCLH, Mara, Apple, and MU. Tiffany likes Plug, Fuel Cell, NCLH, secondary Tesla, and Billy. Brian likes Plug, BBY, Billy, Baidu, and BB. Lots of B's today. Yes, you got all the B's in there. Peter, his list, of course, AMD always. Secondary list, Apple, Plug, Bank of America, NEO, Oxy, AMC, NGME for fun. And Brian is adding Twitter, and I'm sure a lot of the moderators will be adding Twitter as well as it's just started to get going. So a whole lot to watch today, guys. Again, another day where you can be very picky by filtering things. Let's say you have your list here and you don't trade CCIV well, which I do not. Let's move this one down. Move down just based on that because it all looks good, right? You got to start getting just a little picky so you don't feel the need to watch everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks very good for today. And close eye on Twitter to see where this is going today. So again, it's going to be an interesting morning, guys. But again, as you see all this excitement happening, all this volume moving in, you cannot steer away from your trade book and your plan, right? Doesn't matter what's happening with the market, what type of condition we are in, you got to stick to your plan, right? So don't get trigger happy and start shooting out orders just because things are moving, right? Don't let that adrenaline get you going. So just be mindful of that this morning. With that said, Norma, unless we miss anything else. Oh, one more thing. Guys, sign up for our Discord channel. Can Eamon send that link out to YouTube? It is completely free. You do not have to be a member of the community. So sign up for our Discord channel. We'd love to have you there and keep in contact and up to date with the stuff that's happening with the community. So I think that's all I have. Norma, unless you have anything else.
No, that's it.
All right. Sounds good, guys. We're continuing our chat room. Brian and Thor, I believe, is up next while Andrew is traveling. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 8:30. Happy Thursday. Trade safe.
Take care, guys. Trade safe.